Welcome to another deep dive. Today, we're going to be exploring reproductive wellness.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Specifically, we're going to be looking at the work of Mike Berkley.
Okay.
He's a licensed acupuncturist and herbalist who's really made a name for himself in the field of fertility.
Yeah, he's been doing this for over 27 years.
Right.
And, it's fascinating how he combines that traditional Chinese medicine with Western reproductive science.
Yeah, that's what really stood out to me, too.
Yeah.
It's not your typical acupuncture practice.
For sure.
And so we've got a whole bunch of articles and testimonials about Mike and the Berkley Center for Reproductive Wellness.
Okay.
And I'm really interested to dig into, what makes this approach work?
Well, one thing that really jumps out is how Mike's personal journey kind of led him down this path.
Yeah.
He and his wife, Nancy, they struggled with infertility themselves.
Oh, wow. So they were going through the same challenges as the people he helps now.
Exactly.
That must make a huge difference in how he connects with his patients.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They tried all the conventional methods, but they just weren't seeing results.
Mm.
And then they turned to acupuncture and herbalism, and Nancy ended up getting pregnant.
Wow.
Within 3 months.
That's incredible.
It's pretty amazing.
Talk about a turning point.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm curious, so after that success, why not just stick with TCM?
Right.
What led him to this blend of Eastern and Western approaches?
It seems like he's always been interested in pushing boundaries,
Yeah.
He didn't just get his acupuncture degree.
Mm.
He went on to achieve national board certification in herbal medicine.
Wow.
And then when he founded the Berkley Center back in 1997,
Right.
it was actually the first acupuncture practice in the U.S. to solely focus on reproductive wellness.
So he's really a pioneer in this field.
Yeah, he's not afraid to try new things.
Mhm.
Think outside the box.
Yeah, so how does that play out in his practice? What does this blend of Eastern and Western approaches actually look like?
So, from what I've gathered, Mike takes a very individualized approach.
Okay.
He develops specific acupuncture protocols,
Mm-hmm.
and he even creates his own herbal formulas
Wow.
tailored to each patient's needs.
So it's not a one-size-fits-all solution,
No, not at all.
which makes sense because fertility isn't just about the physical stuff.
Right.
There's a huge emotional component, too.
Absolutely. And Mike addresses both.
Okay.
His approach looks at the whole person, not just the symptoms.
Yeah.
He considers things like stress levels, emotional well-being, which we know can have a big impact on reproductive health.
And it sounds like his expertise is getting recognized.
Yeah.
The articles mentioned he works with some pretty big names in reproductive endocrinology in New York City.
Oh, yeah. Doctors like Dr. Mark Berkley and Dr. Joel Batsafin, they've publicly praised Mike's knowledge and success rate.
That's impressive.
It is.
It seems like he's built a lot of credibility, even among those who might be skeptical of alternative medicine. I wonder what it is about his approach that's winning over these top doctors.
Well, one thing that stands out is how Mike really focuses on the underlying causes of infertility.
Okay.
Instead of just treating symptoms, he's addressing the root of the problem.
So what does that actually look like in practice? What are some of the specific things he's doing to address those root causes?
The Berkley Center, they target things like egg quality, sperm parameters, and uterine lining health, all these crucial factors that can affect fertility.
Right.
They use a combination of acupuncture,
Okay.
customized herbal medicine, and even low-level light therapy.
Hold on. Low-level light therapy. What is that?
Right. So for those who aren't familiar,
Yeah.
it involves exposing specific areas of the body to low levels of red or near-infrared light.
Interesting.
And it's thought to improve cellular function and energy production.
Okay.
And in the context of fertility, it might be used to improve egg quality or sperm motility.
Feels like giving the reproductive system a little boost.
Exactly.
Okay, but do we know if these treatments actually work? Are we talking about real results here?
That's where the patient testimonials get really compelling.
Okay.
They're full of stories about people who went through years of frustration and finally found success with Mike's help.
Let's hear about some of those stories. What kinds of challenges were they facing, and how did Mike make a difference?
Yeah. Okay, well, these testimonials, they really highlight the human side of this whole journey.
Yeah.
You can just hear the relief
Yeah.
and the joy in their voices as they talk about finally becoming parents.
I bet that must be so rewarding for Mike to see.
Oh, yeah.
But beyond the successful pregnancies, what else are these patients saying about their experience with him?
Well, a lot of them talk about how Mike went above and beyond, just providing treatment.
Yeah.
They describe him as compassionate, supportive, and someone who really listened to their concerns.
That personal touch can make all the difference.
For sure.
Especially when you're dealing with something as emotionally charged as infertility.
Oh, absolutely. One couple shared how they were feeling completely defeated after multiple failed IVF attempts.
Oh, wow.
And Mike really gave them hope when they were ready to give up.
It's almost like he's providing a sense of community and understanding that you don't always get in the medical world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Another patient talked about how Mike became more than just her acupuncturist.
Oh, wow.
He was like a therapist, a coach, and a friend throughout her fertility journey.
That's incredible.
That level of trust and connection is so valuable.
It sounds like he created this really safe space for people to share their struggles and fears.
Yeah.
Which can be such a huge part of the healing process.
Absolutely. And that dedication to supporting his patients, it kind of extends beyond the clinic walls, too.
Oh, that's right.
You know, Mike is also really active in educating others.
Yeah, the articles mentioned he lectures nationwide, hosts seminars, and he's even writing a book.
Wow.
It seems like he's on a mission to share this knowledge far and wide.
He is. It speaks to his passion for this field, you know?
Right.
He's not just interested in helping his own patients.
Right.
He wants to empower others with knowledge and help shift the whole conversation around fertility.
It's like he's saying, hey, this worked for me and my patients, and I want to share with the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's not limiting himself to professional circles either.
Oh, right.
Mike has also been featured on television and radio.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Reaching an even larger audience.
Exactly.
That's so important because there's still so much stigma and misinformation surrounding infertility.
Absolutely.
By talking about it openly and honestly, he's helping to normalize the conversation.
Right.
Break down those barriers.
And that increased awareness, you know, can have a huge difference.
Oh, for sure.
It can encourage people to seek help sooner, explore different options, advocate for their own reproductive health.
It's empowering, not just for those struggling with infertility, but for everyone who wants to better understand their bodies and their reproductive health.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know, going back to those glowing endorsements from doctors we were discussing earlier.
Oh, yeah.
They weren't just praising Mike's knowledge and success rate.
Right.
They were also highlighting the unique way he kind of bridges those Eastern and Western approaches.
That seems to be a recurring theme here.
It is.
It's not about rejecting conventional medicine.
No.
It's about finding what works best from both worlds.
Right.
Creating this integrated approach.
Exactly. And the doctors who have worked with Mike, they're really impressed by his commitment to scientific rigor.
Interesting.
You know, he's not just relying on anecdotal evidence. He's constantly studying, researching, looking for ways to improve his practice.
So he's not afraid to embrace the science.
No, not at all.
Even when it comes to these ancient practices.
Right.
Like acupuncture and herbalism.
Exactly. And that's probably why he's gained the respect of so many doctors who might have been initially skeptical.
Yeah.
You know, he's showing them that these approaches can be effective when used thoughtfully and in conjunction with modern medicine.
It's like he's saying, let's look at the data, let's collaborate, and let's find the best solutions for our patients.
Exactly.
Yeah, regardless of where those solutions come from.
I love that.
And that collaborative spirit is reflected in how he works with other practitioners, too.
Oh, yeah.
The articles mention that he's always willing to consult with reproductive endocrinologists, share his knowledge with other acupuncturists. That open-mindedness and willingness to share are so refreshing.
It is.
Especially in a field that can be, you know...
competitive?
Yeah, competitive.
Sure.
It speaks to his genuine desire to help people.
Absolutely.
Not just build his own practice.
Right.
He's truly committed to advancing the field of reproductive wellness. It's inspiring to see someone so passionate about their work.
It is.
And so dedicated to making a difference.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, what are some of the other qualities that have contributed to Mike's success?
Well, one thing that comes to mind is his ability to connect with his patients on a deeper level.
Right.
Remember that testimonial where the patient called him her therapist, her coach, and her friend?
Oh, yeah, that's right. It seems like he's able to create this safe and supportive environment where people feel comfortable sharing their deepest fears and anxieties.
And that emotional support can be just as important as the physical treatment.
For sure.
Especially when dealing with the complexities of infertility.
Absolutely. Infertility can be an incredibly isolating and stressful experience.
It can.
And having someone who understands what you're going through can make all the difference.
It's like he's not just treating the body, he's treating the whole person, mind, body, and spirit.
And that holistic approach, you know, seems to be at the heart of his success. He's not just trying to get people pregnant.
Right.
He's helping them navigate a challenging journey.
Yeah.
And find a sense of peace and well-being along the way.
It sounds like he's truly making a difference in the lives of his patients.
He is, and his impact, it extends beyond the individual level.
Right.
By advocating for a more integrated approach to fertility care, he's helping to shift the entire conversation around reproductive wellness.
That's right. He's not afraid to challenge conventional wisdom and push for a more inclusive and holistic model of care.
And he's doing it with a combination of scientific rigor, compassion, and a deep respect for both Eastern and Western medical traditions.
It's amazing to think that his personal journey with infertility led him to this point.
It is. It's a reminder that sometimes our greatest challenges can lead us to our greatest purpose.
And in Mike's case, that purpose is helping others navigate the complexities of fertility and find their own path to parenthood.
Before we wrap up this part, I think there are a few more quotes from other medical professionals that I think are worth sharing.
Yeah, let's hear it.
These perspectives really showcase the breadth of Mike's impact and the respect that he's earned from his peers.
Absolutely. Let's hear what they have to say.
All right, so we've got some insights here from doctors who have actually worked alongside Mike.
Okay.
Let's start with Dr. David Kreiner.
Okay.
He is the manager and co-founder of Long Island IVF.
Okay.
And he's also the medical director of East Coast Fertility.
Wow.
So he's deeply involved in the IVF world.
Yeah, he is.
And this is what he had to say about Mike. If I were able to convince my patients to do everything they can to increase their odds of conceiving, I would recommend leading a healthy lifestyle and maintaining a healthy diet. My experience has shown that the following can promote fertility: quitting smoking, limiting alcohol, and finding an acupuncturist and herbalist who specializes in the treatment of infertility. The traditional Chinese medicine practitioner that I think has as good or better understanding of how to promote fertility as any in the field is Mike Berkley. Whole systems traditional Chinese medicine practiced by Mike Berkley, including acupuncture, herbs, and lifestyle counseling, will give patients the very best shot of conceiving.
Wow, that's a powerful statement.
Yeah.
Especially coming from someone who specializes in IVF.
Right.
It sounds like he really sees Mike's approach as a valuable complement to conventional fertility treatments.
Absolutely. Dr. Kreiner is acknowledging that there's more to fertility than just those medical interventions. Lifestyle factors, diet, stress management, and the expertise of someone like Mike, all of that can play a significant role in increasing the chances of conception.
It's a reminder that we have more control over reproductive health than we might think.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right, now let's hear from Dr. Paul Magarelli.
Okay.
He was actually involved in establishing the American Board of Oriental Reproductive Medicine.
Wow.
This is what he had to say about Mike. It is my pleasure to provide this recommendation of talent, capabilities, and contributions that Dr. Mike Berkley has provided to the integrative reproductive medicine community. As the person that helped design and implement what was known as the American Board of Oriental Reproductive Medicine, a BORM, and current co-chairperson of the Integrative Reproductive Medicine program at Yosan University, Mike has, in so many circumstances, added to our knowledge of integrative medicine in the fertility field. I have worked with him for over a decade and know that others in our field recognize the profound knowledge of traditional Chinese medicine and Western medicine, especially in the areas of endometriosis. Mike continues to care deeply for his patients, the field of integrative reproductive medicine, and the foundations of traditional Chinese medicine. He is a man that has contributed much and will contribute more.
That's high praise indeed.
It is.
And it really speaks to Mike's commitment to advancing the field as a whole.
Right.
Not just focusing on his own practice.
He's involved in education, mentorship, professional organizations.
Yeah.
All with the goal of promoting this more integrated approach to reproductive medicine.
It's inspiring to see someone so dedicated to sharing their knowledge and expertise with others.
I agree. All right, we've got another perspective here.
Okay.
This is from Patty Suffian.
Okay.
She's a licensed acupuncturist who has actually learned from Mike.
Oh, wow.
And she says, Mike Berkley is a master of reproductive medicine and combines his knowledge of TCM, bringing the best results to his patients. I learned almost everything I know from Mike. He is generous and kind and whip smart. He doesn't miss a beat, and I send my patients to him to make Chinese herbs that are specific to their imbalances. You can't ask for anyone more knowledgeable or brilliant about anything regarding fertility for Chinese medicine. Go see Mike. He's the best there is.
Yeah, it's always great to hear from colleagues and peers who have witnessed someone's expertise firsthand.
Absolutely.
Her enthusiasm really comes through in that quote.
It does. It speaks to Mike's reputation within the TCM community.
Yeah.
And his willingness to mentor and support other practitioners.
Okay, so last but not least, we have Maria Margate.
Right.
another licensed acupuncturist who has worked with Mike.
Yes.
And here's what she had to say.
Right.
I have been a massage therapist since 1998 and an acupuncturist since 2003. I reached out to Mike in 2010 for help with a patient who was trying to conceive for almost a year. He openly and unselfishly answered all my questions about infertility and has helped many of my patients understand the challenging journey of fertility with his podcasts and videos. Mike is a gift to those who work in reproductive medicine and has mentored me with his expertise, passion for TCM, and 25 years of experience. I do not hesitate to contact Mike with any difficult cases because he always has the answers and is the first person to come to mind referring any patient inquiries for fertility. Thank you, Mike, for all your help over the years.
It's amazing how willing he is to share his knowledge and help other practitioners.
Right, even those who might be considered competition.
Exactly. It shows his dedication to the field and his genuine desire to help as many people as possible.
Well, this deep dive into the world of Mike Berkley has been truly enlightening.
It has.
What stands out to you most about his approach?
For me, it's the way he seamlessly blends that ancient wisdom with modern science. He doesn't shy away from either.
He doesn't.
He embraces the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
To create a truly holistic and personalized approach to fertility care.
And he's clearly made a significant impact not just on his patients' lives, but on the field as a whole.
Absolutely. He's a pioneer, an educator, and a compassionate advocate for those struggling with infertility.
As we wrap up this episode, I want to leave our listeners with this thought.
Okay.
Mike's story is a powerful reminder that there's always hope,
Yeah.
even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges.
And that by embracing a more holistic and integrated approach to health and wellness, we can empower ourselves to make informed choices and create positive change in our lives.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
See you next time.